Hey you guys, it's your girl D. I wanted to show you a before and after of my stove. I do live in a rental, and when you cook with, which is no excuse, when you cook with oils or a lot of things that you're going to use grease with, and it's going to start to change the color of your stove, and it's more of water boiling over and in whatever contents, oil or whatever the case is that you have inside of your food, your pots, that's what's boiling over, and then it starts to stick and get the greasy residue around. But the solution, I mean, you can use a lot of things, but look, simple scouring pad, a scouring pad with the little soap in it, the wool soap. Look at this, is just a generic one. Look, I had someone pick these up for me, and they picked up the cheapest ones, but they still work. So don't think you have to buy the name brand ones. They work. Doesn't matter. Now, if they start falling apart, then you really got a bad one. But this has been worked down to the bone, and it's cleaned this one. And so now this one in the back has to be cleaned, and this one. And this has been done within an hour, and it took like 5 minutes to do. So whether it's your own stove, whatever kind of stove it is, but if you have one of these cheaper stoves with I don't know what kind of paint is on them, but I think with the 6-burner stoves, the more expensive stoves, you may not have such a hard time. A lot of them are self-cleaning, so it's super easy to clean them off. Now, if you have the cheapest stove on the planet, and it has that, whatever kind of paint they paint these with, and you cook a lot of foods with oil in it, I don't care what kind of food it is, whether it's soul food or, Italian food. If you cook foods that have oil in it, or the water is going to boil out and sometimes boil over. Of course, for one, you need to just turn the fire down. But two, it happens. Get you some scouring pads, but do it immediately, and do it every time you cook. I'm the kind of person, I don't like dirt. I don't like stuff to build up. This is a roommate who did this, and the reality is, just clean it up, and I was actually kind of pissed about it, and I was like, God damn it, I have to clean it up. But they came and did it themselves, and I'm very proud of them for doing that. But I'm showing you that it's a simple solution to, build up grease, okay? Don't let it sit too long, because then it will become a very horrific problem for you. But you don't have to spend a lot of money. Look at, these are generic scouring pads. And in fact, little food for thought, listen, you can go buy Mr. Clean brand or some other brand, and guess what? 9 out of 10 times they came from the same manufacturer. They just decided that they're going to make their money on both angles, for the people who want the more expensive brand that is well known, and for the people who can't afford the expensive brand, just want something to work. And so there you go. It works. And I actually have some Mr. I think it's scrubbing bubbles or something under the sink. So look, they work. But a little food for thought. So, if it happens, clean it up, get you some scouring pads, and boom, there you go. Until next time, which will probably be next week, you guys, have a good one, stay blessed, and keep your house clean. Bye.